It's June 9th and I'm going to be pruning my oregano plant this morning. We're in upstate New York, so that's a zone 5, and the oregano has grown a ton. So before it goes to flower, I want to go ahead and harvest it. I'm going to attempt to dry it in the oven today and see how that works for me. This bush is about twice the size that it was this spring, so you can see it's really grown a lot. I'm pretty much just going to cut it right down, keeping it up, a couple inches from the ground, and then let this regrow for hopefully another cutting later this year. I usually use the oregano all year during my cooking, but when it gets to this size, it flowers too quickly and it loses some of its flavor after it flowers, at least in my opinion. So I'm going to attempt to just cut it all back. I mean, we'll still have enough, it'll grow enough for the sauces and the pizza and the things that I need it for, but I just can't use this quantity all at once. I'm just using some plain old kitchen shears. You can use whatever, if you have pruning shears, I guess there's herb cutters, scissors, you can use those. Anything sharp, just cut it down. And I went online and read some tips for how to dry it in the oven for a quick drying experience, so that's what I'm going to try today. I just finished cutting this all down. I have a very large bowl of fresh oregano. We're going to go inside and I'm going to weigh this. If you're new to our channel, first of all, welcome. What we are doing this year, and we've done it in the past, is we have a food journal. Well, it's actually not a food journal, it's a produce journal. So everything that we use from our yard that we have been able to harvest or grow, we actually record it all, and then at the end of the year we tally to see how much produce we got out of our yard. So I'll go in and weigh this before I dry it, and we'll see how much I got from it. Look at that, Charity. That's a ton of oregano. Phew. Ten ounces. That's one tray all done. I still have more to go, so I have another tray. We'll fill this one up. So I'm gonna have to do the oregano in batches because I have too much. So I've got the 2 trays. I have my oven set to 170 degrees, and we're just going to cook these for 10 to 15 minutes. At least that's what my resource says on the wonderful power of the online world. So we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna watch these and make sure they don't burn, and well, hopefully this will work. All right, let's set the timer for 10 minutes and we'll check them then. Alright, so here it is, 10 minutes, and definitely not dry yet. So we'll give it another 5 minutes and I'll come back and check it. It's been another 10 minutes, so the oregano has been in here for a total of 20. It's not totally dry yet, it's definitely getting there, so we'll do it for another 5 minutes and I'll check it. I'm making oregano. So for the past 30 minutes, I took the wooden spoon and I've just left the door open, letting these dry, and I think they're dry. If not dry, almost close to it. So I'll leave them out and let them finish. I don't know, maybe I should let them go for a little bit longer because there's still a few spots that feel a little wet and I don't want any moisture. They'll all mold. This is the bottom tray. Yeah, they feel just about done. Give it a few more minutes and then call it good. It's been a couple days and I just let the oregano sit on a tray to finish drying. It was pretty well dry when I took it out of the oven, but the fact was I just didn't have time to get it put away, and being out for a few extra days I figured was not gonna hurt it, so it could finish that little bit of drying. I have a big pile of it here. What I'm going to do now is I picked up a jar from the basement here. What I'm going to do with it now is just remove all the stems and put it in this jar. I think it should all fit, and then we will have oregano for the rest of the year. Well, that didn't work so well. I definitely underestimated the size of the container that I needed. Look how much this made. Oh, I started out with this, and then I very quickly realized, yeah, I need something bigger. So I think what I'm gonna do is put this in my mini chopper. I'm gonna just chop this up so it's smaller and ready to use when I don't know if this is gonna work. This is my Sunbeam Oscar, and well, we'll see. Okay, let's start with that. Watch out, I'm gonna make some noise, Daniel. Watch your ears. Well, that's better, but it's not like what you get at the grocery store. I don't know if I need to go it longer or try. You think so, Daniel? Oh, it smells good. Yeah, that looks better. That looks a lot better. All right, let me change containers and, well, keep doing this to the rest of the batches. Still making a mess. Ran out of room, no surprise. So I found one of my old spice containers here, and I think it should all fit in here. So I'm just gonna put it in here and call it good. And the benefit, it's got a shaky top, yay! So there it is, all done, fit in the container, enough oregano for probably most of the year. So there it is, my harvest of oregano in a ground ginger container. Any port in a storm. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Stay healthy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you for our next video. Bye!